Today I am here with my associate professor Angharrad, and she will be helping me with this quest. So first we need to create an item, so the quest will be an advanced item. And let's name it In a Haystack. This will be a guild mission. The reward will be 1 mark. And this is just the stuff that I do. So your quest will be to speak with Angharrad about her missing needle. This will be this icon, just because it looks kind of like a needle, I guess. The quest will be uncommon. The quest will be consumed. And now we will have some action stuff. So first we need to make sure that the questee, when they use the item, they need to be targeting her. So we need to go down to target requirement, target name, and we need to put her name. So Angharrad, and this is if she is targeted, so if she's targeted, what happens? If she's not targeted, what happens? So for right now, there will be a message if she is not targeted saying you need to target her. So what I use is the color green for my error messages, and the message will say you need to speak with her. So instead of her, it'll be Angharrad. To continue. And then after that, it will create the item. So right now I'm going to exit real quick by finishing the item. It's not done yet, so it'll show up in your bags, and I will edit. And this time I will create the action for it to reproduce the item since it's being consumed, so that if people don't have her targeted, it doesn't just disappear and they can still find her or target her. So we go down to item and container, produce item, choose item, and then we click the item we want to produce. Only one will be produced, and we'll just produce the item so that when we use it and we don't have her targeted, the error message will show you produce in a haystack, and the item will reappear. Now it's time to do for if we do have her targeted. So if we do have her targeted, we're going to say an expression. Since this is a regular guild treasure quest, I'm not going to do the normal blood, gold, birds thingy. So it's going to say, Tolkien sent me to help you find your lost needle.
Our real selves, our real beauty. Every reel is about empowerment.
And just to make sure you didn't, or just in case you didn't get that, sorry, I went down to actions and effects, expressions say.
And change the world.
Okay. So after this action, since we're using a player this time, she will give you the next quest item. So this time I will use the item. I'm going to make a copy of this real quick just in case. So I'm just going to jump down here. At which point she will open a trade with me. or she will RP with me. She can also respond to me, emote, whatever. You know, this is a character interaction. So I'm just gonna see if she's emoting, saying, or just going to open a trade with me. So she's chosen to reply with say emote or say action. So I'm going to reply with an emote. And so she gave me an item, a needle magnet 5000. Use this magnet in the Griffin Roost in Stormwind to find Angie's lost needle. So I've created this item to have a location requirement on it. Whoops. So that you need to be near the Griffin Roost in order to use it. So I'm going to walk over here to show you what it looks like if you're outside of the location. So if you use it, it will show an error message. You must be closer to the needle to use the magnet. So this is in case she's not near the Griffin Roost. We are currently at the Griffin Roost, so she will, you know, you can just use it right here. So if I use it, let me actually make a copy of this real quick, because I think I may have given her my own copy. So if I use it here, I create another item. So the magnet wears to life, and the needle makes a tink as it hits the magnet. So, I will show this to Angharrad to collect my reward. So yay, I found her needle. So, I've shown her the needle, and I've gotten my reward. And that's the end of the little quest that we just made. And I will go into more explanation on how I made the needle magnet and everything. But for right now, I will make sure that Angharrad has my thanks. So, she had to go, but now I will show you how I created the needle magnet 5000. So first, I created an advanced item. I wrote in here, needle magnet 5000. Guild mission. It's actually going to be a guild treasure. Guild. Gear. Kind of want a gear to be the icon again. And the use the magnet in the Griffin Roost in Stormwind to find Angie's lost needle. Oops. Getting ahead of myself. Alright, and this is a common item. So next we do the action chain that we need. And so what we want to do is when the questee uses the item, we want them to need to be in a certain location. So click over here and go down to location, and we will use a circle range for our coordinates. So I want the needle to be somewhere around, let's say right here. So the needle's over here. So since I'm lazy and don't like to have to put in my coordinates manually, I just set to current location. If you want the coordinates to be somewhere else than where you were standing, you know, you can set that X and Y coordinate and which world it is in. The range is how big do you want the circle to be in order for them to be able to use the item and it be considered the right spot. So I want there to be a range of, I think they use yards, so let's just say 2 yards. And if they do not, if they're not in the location circle that I've set, there will be a message saying, in green, saying you need to be closer to the needle to use the magnet. And then it will reproduce. So I'm just going to finish this real quick. Edit. And then finish this chain by reproducing the item so that if people aren't in the location circle, it won't just disappear. It'll just reproduce. If they are in the coordinate circle, I want the needle to be produced. So what I need to do is create the needle so that I can have it connect over here. So what I do is I move this to my corner part of the window, and I open a new item. This will be an advanced item. Sorry about that. And I will name this Angie's Needle. For right now, I'm not gonna have any of this text. I'll just put show this needle to Angharrad to collect your reward. And this is where the sword will be. So this is the needle. And it will be consumed. Stack size 1. So they need to be targeting her in order to turn it in. So you need to go down to target requirement, target name, and put her name, Angharrad. And if she is not targeted, there will be a message saying, in green, saying you need to show, you need to show this to Angharrad to collect your reward. And then it will reproduce. So I'm just gonna exit out, finish that item, re-edit, go down to item and container, produce item, produce item, and produce Angie's Needle. Alright, so that chain's done, similar to that one. So if they have the needle and they have her targeted, and they use it, then they will just get the reward, which will be marks. So we'll see that, and that's the end of the needle. Turn this back. So now that we've created the needle, go back over here to our coordinate, our location gear, needle magnet. I totally forgot what the name was. So we go to the needle magnet action chain, and if they are in the location of the circle, then it will create or produce the needle. And I'll have them loot it, and done. So that if we are outside of the coordinate circle and we use the magnet, it must be closer, and if we use it, I have two different ones, so I'm just using them interchangeably. So we get Angie's Needle, and since she's not here anymore, you have already witnessed the getting the currency when you click on her. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. A little bit more complex, but once you get the hang of it, it's really fun. If you have any suggestions, leave a request in the comments, and I will do my best to create a tutorial.